I want your day like whiskey. Machala, I want your day big gun at the Yo, X. Get it.
Fresh and clean, me looking, say you notify. Man, who send nobody, I can live my life. If you're not talking money, no go call my line. So man, just one day happy, man, one day alright.
Hello guys, welcome to Trust Stitches. Today's tutorial will be on front twist tutorial, which is short gown. I decided to go with long, but for this tutorial I will go with short gown. Now you can see the back. I'll keep that aside. Let's base on the front first. So you can go to my link to watch how to make a bodice. You can see how it is a basic bodice, how to make that, because there you see how to make. So I'll just go straight to the point because I've posted that on my video. Now you can see the half length I'll be working on. My half length is 16 inches, but for this tutorial I'll be using 18 inches, which is for the front. The reason why I use 18 is just for the front is 18, with my half inches making it 19. That means I added 2 inches for the front, but if you check the back we have 17. That is my real half length is 16, then half inches added, that is 17, but for the front is 19 inches, which is, as you can see. So the 2 inches that I added, I'm going to remove it at the back, at the front, that is at the side, that is the dart. So watch the basic bodies and know how to remove this dart. I want to remove 2 inches from this side just to make it equal for the back, so that when joining it won't make any dissing. So now you can see the fabric I'll be using, that is duchess. Now guys, you can see the dart. My dart is 4 inches, then I just use one inches rather at both sides. You can see what we have. Now we want this place to expand like so. Then you can see at this paper I have sort of like this enough fabric so that I won't be shorting by fabric. That's why I folded it at the back while cutting. Now we are going to cut these 2 inches that I drawn away. You can see guys, so that at that area we want to stretch it. We want it to be wide for our belt. Now you can see what I did. The 2 inches that at the side, I'm going to cut it away. Now cut it through, let it be so that it can lay well. You can see that after cutting it away, you can see guys, so that side I have to expand my measurement. But for this tutorial I've added all the same allowance. Yes, at the armhole I cuff it, everything. Now you can see. So remember, my up to 9 inches, that's where I mark my bust line, while up to 10.5 is where I mark my bust point. That is the 2 line horizontal that I drew. You can see now that I've planed is down. Now if you see at that area, the dart is now wide, which is 4 inches. Now you can see the reason why I have enough fabric, enough paper pattern, just to add more allowance, because while sliding the dart you have to add enough paper pattern. That's why I folded it at the back. You can see that at my dart now is now wide, so I use that of 4, then I deducted 1 inches. Make sure to add that in your measurement. Now I have 4 inches. That will be enough for my belt. So you're going to see that how I'm going to drive my belt. So let's move on. I want you guys to watch this video till the end, because I have 3 steps of how to make the dart, how to fold the dart. At the beginning of the video I just posted 1 step. Now you can see my neck up to 9 is my bust line, up to 10.5 is my bust point, then my armhole, my back measurement is 7.5. I did half, which is 8. Then you can see guys, now I've placed it. Remember, now at that center front will be 3. Now you can see the 3 inches because it's 4, but I deducted 1 inches. But at my that part is still 4.4 inches rather. You can see now I've placed it on the fabric I'll be using. Remember, we remove that of 2. Now if you want to join this front to the back, it will be equal now, because at the side we have deducted 2 inches. Now I'm going to mark 3, but I added half inches, making 3.5. So I marked 3.5 till down. But at this that I'm still going to add half inches for my belt. Yes, because there's no how you add the same allowance. So if you watch clearly, I added half inches same allowance for the belt, so that is 4.5. Now guys, you can see what I have now. Then what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to cut it out. Please guys, I want you guys to watch the basic bodies, because if you don't watch the basic bodies, you can't understand how I go straight, because I want this video to be fast and meaningful. Now guys, you can see what I have. Make sure to watch the basic body so that you will understand how I drafted the dart. Now guys, remember I added 2 inches for the front, making it 19, but my real half length is 16 inches. Now we are going to cut out the center front because I don't need that anymore. So remember, so check what you have is 3.5. That's how wide you have, because I'm using bust of 38. That's why I use 4 inches for my dart. You can go with 2, you can go with 3. That is how wide you are. That is circumference. So check it again, place the paper pattern on it back. Yes guys, you can see now we are going to cut it out. Now you can see what I have. That is so simple. I know you guys will be wondering that what am I going to use this open. You can see what I have. You can watch the video again so that you will understand how, but I know you guys, I know how you always grab it fast. Now guys, you can see now that we have this bed, rather you can see how we create the bed out. Now I've added, so make sure to notch it at both sides, because we are going to turn it out. Now guys, our front twist is now made, is going step by step. I want you to stay tuned and don't forget to click on that subscribe button for me. Now you can see guys, this is 4.5 inches, so half inches for the seam allowance. I'm going to turn it out like so. Now remember what I said earlier, that I've added all my seam allowance to the length, to the side, to the armhole, to the neck. I don't need to add any seam allowance again. So guys, you can see what I have. Now these beds, and I want this stylish style, you know, those slanted style. I don't want that to be straight. Now just slant it. Now I'm going to slant this too, because I want that stylish style. Now guys, you can see what I have. Now at the back bodice, I've kept that aside, that is the front. At my back, I made the 1 inch zipper allowance. Remember the length is 16. Then I have 5 inches at both up and down, that is 17. My back is 7.5, then 1. So then I slant it with half inches. So I don't curve the armhole because back is usually shallower, so I don't need to curve it. Then my dart is 4 inches, then 1 inches at both sides. I cut it, so make sure to add it at your waist, but not to be shortened by fabric. Now you can see at the zipper allowance, I slant it at the down, then I slant it at the back, because I don't want it bulging. Watch my previous video on how to slant this side that I touch, this zipper allowance. I slant it by half at the waist, then at the down I slant it by half inches. Don't, to make it not be folding at that zipper allowance. This is my back part. You can see what I have guys. It's so simple. So the neck, I want the neck to be upper because I don't want it to be lower, but the front is just lower a little bit. Now I'm going to cut the dart allowance, so I don't need anything basically on this back part. So I know you guys know how to draft the back parts out. It's just simple. It's only the front part. Now guys, you can see. Now let's go to the flame. My shotgun length is 40 inches. Then I deducted half inches, 16 inches, making 24. Then I have half inches up, half inches down, making this one, so I have 25. Now my waist is 32. I divided it into 8 because this is a full flame. So after that is 16 divided by 4. Then I have 4 inches. So the 4 inches that I had half inch, because this flare is a full flare, so I have to fold only front in 32 divided by 8. Rather, I fold only front into 4, which is 4.5 4 inches, but I added half inch seam allowance because it's a full flare angle. You can see what I have. Remember, my waist is 32 divided by 2, which is 16. That 16 I divide it by 4, which is 4. 16 times 4 is 16. So you can see what I have guys. Now only this is for the front because I want it full, so the up will be small. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to cut another 4 folding for the back, but first of all I cut 2 because I want the zip to go in the flare like this. So if you check what I have now, this the front, I'm going to keep that aside, but the back is 2 because I'm going to join it at the middle, then attach my zip inside. Now guys, I want you guys to watch well so that you won't make any mistake. If you want the full flay, if you want your flay to be full like what you watch at the beginning, so you can see what I have. I'm going to join it at this side, then put my zipper allowance, so sort of like ready-made style. Now you can see guys, now you can see the front is a full flay, but my waist there's no seam allowance, just the inner seam allowance only that I added. Now back to the front part, you can see then I've notched it like I said earlier, then I'm going to turn it out like this. So because I had to make it fast, make sure you notch it, then turn it out. I want you guys to watch the flip part well, how I divide it. If you don't know how to fold a full flame, now you can see I've turned it out like this. My waist is 32 divided by 2, which is 16 divided by 4, rather it's 4 inches. The other half inches, so I just fold 4 for the front, then 4 for the back. No, I want you to count the flay when you fold it, make sure it's for not pieces. Now guys, I've ironed it, I've pressed it flat like so. Then I'm going to attach the flay. You can watch the flay that I don't have any seam allowance, but I don't want it pleating. I want it full, but I don't want it splitting at that waist. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to notch the center of the half length, then notch the center of the flay to be equal when joining it. Remember, no pleating, no kissy pleating, nothing. So you're going to just use half inches to join that part together. Now guys, you can see how my flay is. That's why I showed the short video. I want you to watch the video to the end because I still have a 2-step that I'm going to show you guys where I knot the belt. Now guys, follow me on IG as Trust Tissues. Now guys, you can see, wow, it's so easy and quick. Then I've joined the half length to the flame. You can see how the flay is. So the bed, this is how we are going to knot the bed like so. Now guys, you can see, then make sure you press it flat. Now guys, I'm going to show you how I'm going to round it up. Now you have seen what I did like this. Step 1, easy. You can see how I wrap it. Now this is the first step that I showed you guys when you open this tutorial. Now guys, you can see that I've ironed it flat. You can see how my flay is a full flay. It's easily rock on a heel, high heel. Now guys, you can see, so I'm going to knot it at the back and you are doing like this. Now guys, you can see it's so easy. Now rock with the E, rock with the start, rock with the jump. Now me, I'm rocking with my jump. Okay. Now this is step 2 guys. Just not at the front. Just not at the front. Now you can see I finished with the armhole, then I put my sleeves. You can see the sleeve that I put, just that elastic at the band. Now guys, you can see, now guys, you can see how it is. Oh my god. Oh, it's so easy. Yes. Now for this, guys, you can see how it is. Now let's go for the step 3. I know you can see my sleeves, how I pinch it. I pinch the sleeves. Yes, pinch it at this down part. Now for the step 3, that is so easy. Now guys, you can see, I can't even stop dancing because, oh my god, this is lovely. So make sure you have this. I just get this duchess fabric. Oh my god. You can see the sleeve. Then I pinch it at that sleeve. Like 6 inches towards the wrist. Now guys, now don't forget to click on that subscribe button and follow me on IG. I trust you really like me. See you in my next video. Bye bye.